Hey everyone, what's going on? It's Azora Hype here. Happy Sunday, happy weekend. I hope everyone is having a great weekend like I am. It's beautiful and sunny out here. Spring is finally here. The dream of spring, the long night is starting to melt away a little bit. And yeah, I'm really excited to be hanging out with all of you today. I know some of you have been hanging out in the chat. Sorry about the wait. I was trying to get our special guest. Unfortunately, I don't know what's going on there, but we will have this guest on at a later date. And yeah, let's hang out today. This is going to be a no holds barred stream today. We're going to talk about anything and everything in the chat. So if you have questions about the plot leaks, I haven't read all the plot leaks. I will answer them. If you want to talk about it, we're going to talk about it in the chat. You want to talk about spoilers? Do we want to talk about filming? Today, it's no holds bars. All of you have been asking me to do it. I keep it pretty safe for the most part with no spoilers. So this time, today, we're just going to go out and we're going to talk about everything there is going on in the Game of Thrones universe right now. So we have a $10 pre-stream donation from the prince that wasn't promised. Let's get the donation train rolling, hype and love. Well, I think that's a great way to start the stream today. Let's start with the wall of hype. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 10 new openings on the wall of hype, and we're going to put the prince that wasn't promised on there. All right, and we're going to do a little twerky twerk for you. Let's do this. Da, 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 da. The prince that wasn't promised. All right. New member to the wall of hype, everyone. I'll do that twerk, do that booty shake for you. And we'll get back to the stream. And we are going to talk about so much today. I'm excited to kind of just let loose because you guys know I'm not a huge fan of the plot leaks. I actually think they're poo-poo. I don't think a lot of them are real. There's so many plot holes in them, but we're going to talk about a bunch of stuff today. So all the questions that you guys and gals have, yeah, we're gonna do it. Oh my goodness, we are starting hot today, everyone. We got a $5 donation from Tycat. We got a $50 donation from Catherine, everyone. She's already on the wall of hype, but I think that warrants some hype and love in the chat. We already got $65 in donations, and we're 5 minutes into the stream. So I don't know. What should we do in celebration, everyone? What should we do in celebration of all of this hype? We'll let Catherine decide since she made the huge donation. Wow. I don't even know what to say. We're on fire today. But yeah, I think, you know, a lot of you have been asking me questions privately. A lot of you have reached out to me on Twitter. A lot of you have messaged me on Facebook or on social media. And you're saying, hey, Kyle, what do you think about the plot leaks? And, you know, I was just watching Sir Hunt's stream, funny enough. And he had made some really great points about how you can watch the show and anyone can, in their own mind, kind of create a story for Game of Thrones season 8, right? Based on what we've seen previously. And I think that a lot of this stuff is too convenient. And there's a lot of characters that are surviving the story that I don't see surviving the story in the end. I think way more main characters are gonna bite the bullet. And I really think that, you know, while they might be fun, they are absolute fan fiction, everyone. It's not going to be that happy of an ending. I did read through them, and I do not believe them personally. But if you guys have questions in the chat, this is a no holds bar stream. We are going all out today. We're not going to hold back. Any question I will answer. I will try to get to as many as I can today. It is Sunday, so we can do a longer stream today. Like I said, we usually do 1-hour streams, but I'm thinking on Sundays we can do 2-hour streams from now on. So you guys have been so supportive lately, and we've been having a lot of fun. So let's see. Tycat, that's like $150 in Canadian. It's like $62 or something, or like $60 to $50 donation. It's a lot. Oh, it's 50 pounds. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's like that's like $4,000 Canadian. So yeah, I always get it mixed up, right? My bad. But Catherine, if you have a specific question or topic that we want to talk about, we can start the stream off with what you want to talk about. Also, everyone, while we're here, we have some updates for the Wall of Hype. We're going to do this real quick here. We are currently at 120 patrons. We are pretty awesome goal. We're getting very close to the goal of 130 that I had for the end of March. So we're at $623 a month away from the $1,500 goal of going full-time on YouTube. And we've actually passed the threshold, halfway threshold for the Con of Thrones fund. So we're at 2,500 Canadian, and we're at 1,259 at Con of Thrones. I actually got to adjust the day up at Con of Thrones up there. 59 days is actually 1 day less for me because I'm going early. But you guys have been super supportive, and this has been great. So like I said, the wall of hype, we're keeping track of everything. And yeah, we're doing good, guys. We're growing. The Hype and Love family is spreading the wildfire in the community, and I love it. You know, you guys see me in other chats, and I see people type Hype and Love, which is awesome. So really, really excited to see all you guys as excited as I am. But hey, Livia, Ty Cat, Mr. Michael Palmer, we have Selt for Life, we have Herb Coswell, we have My Jolly Sailor Bold, we have Livia. Well, you just said Livia. We have G's name taken. We have Agnieszka. We have Blackthorn Frumius. We have Alpin Tiger. We have Sherry McLean. We have Wonder Dog, 26 Art Girl, by the way, everyone. Wonder Dog, she's a patron of the channel. She's in the chat, 26 Art Girl. You know what we're gonna do right now? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday tomorrow to you. Happy birthday, dear Wonder Dog. Happy birthday to you. So happy birthday. We got some celebrations we got to have. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Who else do we have in here? The Prince Cartez. I'm going to scroll up here because we had some people early. Christine. Hi, Christine. How are you? I got a minor crush on Christine, guys. If she lived close to me, I would definitely ask her out for dinner. I know I'm making you blush right now by saying that, but I've been chatting with her, and I'm telling her to come to Con of Thrones, but, you know, we know that Con of Thrones is expensive, so I know I'm getting a little bit cheeky on stream right now, right? James, Katrin, who else? We have Fruminous B. We have Ann, Merit of Abydos. Who else do we got up in this? I'm trying to scroll up. We have Jordy. We have Jordy. We have Jojo, Lady Dane, Forrest. We have Nicola. We have Emmanuel, Christian. We have Christian. We have and we have, yeah, that's gonna do it for right now. We mainly got everyone, but happy birthday to you. Let's get into some questions, everyone. This is No Holds Barred Game of Thrones Season 8 discussion. All about Season 8. Let's talk about this show. All right. How's everyone doing on this Sunday, by the way? It's beautiful outside here. About an hour and a half ago, I went for a half an hour walk, and the air was super fresh. It was still a little bit chilly and windy outside, but it was really nice. I'm upping my exercising level. I got to look trim for Con of Thrones. If I'm gonna go in that pool at the hotel, you know what I mean? I got to get rid of some of this stuff I have on me, a little bit of this beer in me. What's up, Emilio? Emmanuel says, I don't care if the leaks are real or not. It's still entertaining. I don't know, man. I just don't find it as entertaining. Like, I just don't. Hey, Merritt. Merritt's already on the wall of hype, or was on the wall of hype. Thank you so much for the donation, Merritt. Do you want to nominate someone to go on the wall of hype? Catherine and Merritt, since you both made a donation, we can nominate some people to go on there that possibly can't make a donation or aren't patrons of the channel. I would like to do that as well too. So if you do want to nominate someone to go on the wall of hype, just let me know. Hey Tim, what's going on, my friend? What's going on, my friend? Look, no leaks for you this year, Fruminous. Yeah, I read some of them, but I mean, honestly, there were some parts that were cool. That was like, okay, I can see that happening, but it doesn't really explain how certain characters die, or how people are getting to places. It's just like this person gets there. Like I don't know. It's really, really convenient. Something that someone wants to see. It's wishful thinking, really. What we can do though is we can go over the stuff from Watchers on the Wall. What's up, Will? What's up, Will? Nice to see you. Thanks to that donation. You guys are crazy already. You got like $100 donations already on stream. Like, you guys are nuts. Yeah, the ending. Yeah, no, it's not going to end like that. I promise you. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, Grow with the Flow. We're talking about those plot leaks, whoever his source is. I don't know. This is like, isn't this like the fourth set of plot leaks? I don't know. I'm just not down with them. I just don't believe everything. I don't believe half of it, you know? The prince that wasn't promised. Do you think there is a connection between the Seven and the Great Empire of the Dawn? You know, we were talking about Ragnarok the other day. I find a connection between the gods and the giants of Ragnarok and actually the faith of the Seven. Jon Snow being the warrior, and possibly Tyrion or Samwell being the crone, and Arya or Theon being the stranger, the representation of the god of death, or the one who has been the closest to the god of death. The mother, Daenerys Targaryen, those kind of comparisons. I believe there are characters that are physical representations of those people. We know that history repeats itself too. We don't know if those were based off actual people in history that were great warriors or that had a great impact on the society of Westeros and Essos. But yeah, so I think that it's possible. We don't know too much about the Empire of the Dawn, but that fascinates me. I talked about it recently in a video, actually, a few days ago, about how even though the White Walkers might be defeated in the end, we still might have that winter, and they still will have to endure and find ways to survive. Like winter's not just going to end. Winter, I mean, it's taking time for all the snow to thaw outside. I mean, the Earth is moving in the universe, and the sun is moving in the universe, and the universe is moving. So yeah, definitely more Ragnarok videos coming. For those of you who want theories covered on the channel, talk to me. I got my Twitter and my Facebook in the description of this video, or in the comment section. You can message me if you want one of your theories featured on the channel. We can work together and cover it, because really what I want to do up until Game of Thrones is I want to release a video every day up until Con of Thrones 2018, which is like 57 or 58 days for me. So yeah, if you guys have a particular theory about season 8 and stuff, for sure I'm down. But I'm most of the videos I'm going to be actually putting up upcoming are going to be Ragnarok videos. Also, I'm going to make an announcement. You know how Gemma does the unraveling videos? She goes over all the chapters, and she does her reread section, and she focuses on specific parts of the chapters. I'm actually going to be reviewing every single episode of Game of Thrones. We're going to call it Unraveling the Show, and me and Gemma are going to rewatch each episode of Game of Thrones together through Skype, and we're going to go over every episode, and I'm going to do a video on each and every single episode of Game of Thrones that was already released. So we're going to go back into season 1, straight from the first episode. We're going to review the episodes and see if we can't find clues or foreshadowing or things that we might have missed that might connect to something in season 7 or season 4 in that. And that's going to be a new something that I've been working on behind the scenes. So that's going to be the new set of videos. It's going to be my focus: Ragnarok and Norse mythology, and then we're going to be rewatching and reviewing all of the episodes of Game of Thrones, so we can go relive our favorite moments. We can try to go for foreshadowing moments, like things that we might have missed. Rewatch everything that we really loved, and really dive more deeply into the 7 seasons of Game of Thrones before we get into Game of Thrones season 8. So yeah, I'm pretty, as you guys know, I get pretty excited. A summer that never ends, yeah. I don't know if I could see that happening, but I will predict they mess it up. Kim, you think they're going to mess up the ending? Unraveling the Show, yep. No, not at all. Not at all, Mia. Not at all. Oh, Catherine says, what did you think of the spoof spinoff spoiler? The spinoff trailer. It was okay. I don't like the idea of a sequel. I like prequel stuff. Hey, what's up, Emilio? Thanks for that donation, my friend. Thanks for that donation, my friend. You have some theories you'd like to present? Well, email me. Or send me a message on Twitter. I use Game of Thrones episodes to fall asleep to. The tune puts me out. But since I so you watch Game of Thrones before you go to bed? Yeah. So it'll be cool, because all of us, when the show ends, it ends, right? And we're gonna have the prequels at some point, but it'll be an opportunity for all of us to kind of relive all of Game of Thrones' best moments together, right? Like, wouldn't that be cool? I don't know. You guys tell me in the chat whether you think that's a good idea. Because I mean, I'll still cover, like, if there's huge season 8 news and stuff, I'll still cover it, you know. But I think that, I don't know. I just think it would be cool to go over all the episodes again. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't doing reviews. I didn't do any YouTube videos or reviews of season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4, season 5 even. Oh no, we did season 5, did we? I think we did season 5. But so there's 4 seasons of Game of Thrones that I did not review on the channel, right? If Westeros is destroyed, just go to Doran. Wine? Doran is okay. Have I ever had a Game of Thrones stream? Oh my God, yes, I have, man. I have them all the time. Great comment here from Jolly Sailor Bold. Jon is the father, Dany is the mother, the Hound is the warrior. Okay, that's an interesting one. The Maiden is Brienne. I think the Maiden is actually Sansa. The Smith is Gendry. Yeah, that's a dead ringer. Crone is Sam, and the Stranger is Arya. And those are pretty good for the Gods of the Seven. Those are pretty interesting choices, for sure. Hey, AU, nice to see you, my man. Get to work, slacker. I'm always down to rewatch Viserys get crowned. That's my usual go-to. Yeah? He's great in that new show Counterpart. If anybody hasn't checked it out, if you guys like the show Fringe or you guys like the show Homeland, it's got this supernatural CIA undercover type of feel. That's my favorite new show that I'm watching right now. It's called Counterpart. Really, really good. But Catherine, let me know if you, I know you made that donation. If you want to sponsor someone to get on the Wall of Hype, that's a huge donation that you made. So yeah, let me know. We'll put someone on the Wall of Hype for you. Love Viserys? Yeah, he's a great actor. Harry Lloyd is a great actor. Q&A fave season? Oh, geez. That's really hard for me to decide, honestly. I love season 1. I love Ned. I love Ned. Ned is my all-time favorite character. Like books and show combined. So I'd have to say probably season 1, then season 3. Season 1 and season 3. They're very close. And for the books, it's definitely Storm of Swords, the 3rd book. My favorite book. Hey, Amy. Nice to see you. What's going on? Lady Lotus, nice to see you. Oh, yeah, Tim, I'm excited for The Expanse as well. By the way, me and Gemma are getting together tomorrow, everyone, and we are going to be working on a video. We're gonna do 2 videos for making predictions for every single character in Marvel's Avengers Infinity War. One's going to be on my channel, and one's going to be on Gemma's channel. We did kind of like a little draft. She got Captain America. I got Iron Man. She got Thor, or I got Thor. She got someone else. So, and like, you know, we're gonna do predictions on each of the channel. But yeah, so we are going to be doing like a set of videos, and it's going to be like a 2-minute prediction for each character. We'll split them up. They'll be like half an hour long or something like that. One will be on my channel, one will be on Gemma's channel. We haven't decided who's going to go first, but one of them is going to be up next week for sure. They might both be out next week actually. But we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do a video on Thanos. Talk about the history of Thanos. That's gonna be sweet too. Yeah, it's crazy. We did a little experiment, like with our podcast. We on Gemma's channel, we had 210 of you watching, and only like 30 or 40 of you left, which is amazing. So, hey, what's going on, Emilio? Do you think the looks of the houses that are maintained through generations were casts of Empire of the Dawn in order to recognize them? Because some of the looks supersede others. I'm not necessarily a believer of that. But you know what we could do, Emilio, is me and Gemma could do a whole episode of the podcast on the world of Ice and Fire, and we can really talk about the Empire of the Dawn if all of the chat is really into that. Because I love talking about Yi Ti and the Bloodstone Emperor and everything that has to do with Essos, the far east of Essos. We could talk a little bit about Shy too. We can do an East of Essos podcast. That'd be pretty fun. Next week on the podcast, we're actually doing a best duos podcast. So we are going to be, since we got a panel at Con of Thrones, we're going to be discussing the best bromances and best duos, and you guys are going to get to help us in the chat talk about who you think is, the best little bit. Like, I mean, obviously, I think Sandor and Arya were the best duo, but you guys can give your favorite duos and best pairings and whatnot. Unusual pairings, we can talk about that. Best lovers, stuff like that too. So we're going to talk all about that next week. I'm really excited to get the backstory of Thanos in Marvel Avengers Infinity War. Kyle, tinfoil theory. John and Danny's child is born and has eyes similar to the White Walkers, but red. That's tinfoil theory for sure. I don't think that's going to happen, but it would be cool if it did. The idea that child is going to like bring the long summer or something like that, that'd be interesting. You and Gemma are the best duos. Aw, thank you. Appreciate that. The Bloodstone Emperor would be the 8th Gemstone Emperor, but he betrayed. That's why my whole connection between the 7 and the Empire of the Dawn Green Seers. Yeah, the one of the interesting, the Ifa that's one of the more interesting things in the world of Ice and Fire. There's like haunted forests and ruins of Children of the Forest, even in Essos. There's not a lot of information on it, but to think that the Children of the Forest were connected when the weirwood trees were as important even in Essos possibly is something that is really, really interesting as far as the world building of A Song of Ice and Fire goes. I don't know if we'll ever get more on it, but maybe if George has more information on it in his notes, that might be something we might learn about in the far, far future. Some Children of the Forest had red eyes, some of the Green Seers. I mean, just like any human, like we have blue eyes, we have brown eyes, we have green eyes. I mean, obviously through evolution, they have changed for specific reasons, based on climate and what type of other humans they were mating with. That's really interesting. Avengers 4 will not be part of To Infinity. No, I mean, Thanos is 100% surviving. The theory is that Thanos either kills everyone and like Doctor Strange and like someone like Iron Man, and because in the actual story in Infinity War, Doctor Strange and Gamora are the ones that are alive, and they go back into time and they recruit everyone, and then Drax the Destroyer ends up killing Thanos. But they have to it's like this alternate universe type of thing that happens, and we know we're getting out of the next phase of Marvel with, these next 2 Infinity War movies. I mean, there's Ant-Man and Wasp is coming up, but Avengers Infinity War, the second part is actually coming out next year, Avengers 4. So bummed I won't be able to make the Con of Thrones and meet hang party with you, Gemma, Phil, Smokescreen, and Aziz. Tim, tell you what, I've been saying this for the past little bit. Me and Gemma, I'm bringing. Let's bring out Tripodric right now. All right, let's bring him out. Can you see him? He's a handsome fella. This is Tripodric. He's coming to Con of Thrones with me. I don't know what I should call the camera. This is Tripodric. Should I call the camera the three-eyed raven? I don't know, something to do with the three-eyed raven. This is Tripodric. This is coming with me, and we're going to be filming panels. I actually talked to the people that are putting on Con of Thrones. I'm allowed to film the panels that me and Gemma are on. I'm allowed to film cosplay. I'm allowed to interview fans. I'm allowed to do take filming of the marketplace and all of that at Con of Thrones as well. And I'm not going to be bringing that to the bar and parties with us, but I did get the new Samsung S9, and this has the best phone on, or this has the best camera of any smartphone out there. So this has a great camera on it, and we will be bringing that out to parties and stuff like that. And you guys will be able to kind of see behind the scenes, like us hanging out with other content creators, going to dinner, stuff like that over our 6 days in Nashville. Not Nashville, Dallas, in Dallas. Emilio says, the prince that, I got to scroll up here. The prince that wasn't promised, maybe the gemstones were families of the cast. Each family was just the eye color. Yeah, that's pretty interesting too. Very interesting. The Starks represent the gray. The Lannisters are a different color. The Reach is green. You know, or the Starks could be blue, or even maybe the Wildlings are blue. It's very interesting, right? How that could be part of it as well. Also, the direwolves' names are very interesting. Each book is very specifically named. George is very tricky with how he does everything, right? So yeah. But do you guys want to get into some Watchers on the Wall news? Do we want to talk about some of the stuff that they're talking about? Do we want to start to get into that? The 3-lens camera? The 3-lens camera. We're going to go forward through time and back in time and capture all of Con of Thrones. If I stay too long, I will get too hyped. If I stay too long in Dallas, I will stay there forever. Or fall in love. I don't know. Something like that. Wow. I love you guys so much. Okay, let's go to Watchers on the Wall. Let's talk about this. And I'm gonna do an experiment after with you guys and see if we can't pull something off. All right, so this is going to contain some spoilers, everyone. So if you do not want to learn about some crazy stuff about the White Walkers and the Night King and in one of the battles, I suggest you plug your ears for the next couple of minutes. Just turn the sound off, or you can take off if you like. But we're not going to be talking about spoilers the whole stream. So this is concerning something that's going to be going on with the Night King, his army, and what he's going to do in a battle. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to this article. Is everybody ready in the chat? Everybody tell me if you're ready in the chat. Let me know if you guys are ready. In the meantime, I'll make sure my phone doesn't go off. I've been getting a bunch of messages. People are trying to troll me while I'm streaming. All right, and I will give a peace sign when we are done talking about the spoilers for all of you that don't want to talk about the spoilers, okay? And we are going to screen share in 3, 2, 1. White Walkers raise a new undead army. Latest season 8 production spoilers. All right. So the White Walkers are through the wall, and it only will be a matter of time, like early in season 8, before they reach civilization. The latest report of the new set at Magma Horn Quarry, they may be making their army bigger. And so there's a giant green screen down here. Diligent tweeter Hogwart has been taking the highest quality photos yet, and he took one over 2 kilometers from the green screen. So this person is pretty dedicated. There's some stuff of fire, but here's the Night King's army, and basically what it's trying to say is this. This is the picture right here. The Night King is going to kill most of the Dothraki and the Unsullied army, and he's going to have an army of undead Dothraki on horseback. Everyone, that is crazy. That is not good news for the realms of men. Holy crap, right? So the Night King is going to kill. There's going to be a battle in the north, and he's going to kill most of the Dothraki and most of the Unsullied and have them in his army. Yep. Shit is going to hit the fan, everyone. He's got a dragon. He's probably going to take down Winterfell, and he's going to have Blood Rider. He's going to have white Blood Riders. How sick is that? Like, how are they going to deal with that? White Dothraki in an open field, Ned. How do we deal with that? A white Dothraki in an open field. How are they gonna deal with that? That's insane. I don't know. I thought that was absolutely crazy news. But yeah, that's just nutty. It's just nutty. So the Night King is not messing around. They're gonna be Night Riders. Jordy, they're going to be the Dothrakis are going to be the Night Riders. That's right. They're going to be riding with the Night King. Also, I would like to give a little shout out. We got another Funko Pop in the mail. And this one was from Helen. It's Sauron. You guys can see. Pretty sweet. Now we got 4. We got Tormund. We got 1/1 with arrows filled with them, and we got Ghost. So our collection is getting a lot bigger. You guys keep on sending me cool things in the mail. We also got this etching of Bran's castle, which is pretty sweet. Thank you so much for that. And I believe I think there's a couple more things in the mail. Somebody, Carrie sent something, and someone else sent an Ouroboros bracelet, I believe, which is pretty cool. So those should be coming in the next little bit. But what does everybody think about that news? That news that the Dothraki are basically going to be. I had a feeling that they weren't going to be able to cope with winter, but literally they are not going to be able to do too much, because they're going to get just massacred by the Night King, and that's crazy, right? Like, how are they going to end up dealing with the army of the Night King? I mean, Drogon is going to get huge. He's going to stick around until at least the end of the story, or at least the final couple of episodes. And we know that Rhaegal is still around, but how are they going to deal with Dothraki undead with the Night King? This is like, I don't know. But yeah, I'm pretty excited, everyone. But if, yeah, we got 87 people watching. If you're enjoying this video, if you're having a good time, feel free to hit that like button. Feel free to also subscribe to the channel. We got lots of content here. We do 2 live streams a week. If you're new, of course, we do them on Thursdays and Sundays. We do them around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do them about for an hour on Thursdays, and then we do them for a little longer on Sundays, because people are able to hang out a little bit longer. We're going to be doing a lot of Ragnarok Norse mythology videos, and we're going to be reviewing every single episode of Game of Thrones upcoming. Yeah, for the next foreseeable future. We'll try to do probably 2 a week or something like that, 1 or 2 a week, and we're going to unravel the show. We're going to try to talk about foreshadowings and all that. Now, everyone, we are getting pretty close to our goals for the GoFundMe, and we have 120 patrons now. If you guys do like bonus content, I do early scripts. I upload them to Patreon, so you get kind of like early access to my videos and know what I'm going to be talking about tomorrow or the next day. You guys get early access, of course, to some of our podcast stuff and bonus content. There's always half an hour of the Citadel of Hype podcast that we upload to Patreon. We are currently at 120 patrons, and we are 10 away from the goal of 130 that I had wanted to reach for the end of March. So if some of you do, you can pledge anywhere from $1 and up. It costs less than a cup of coffee, and there's all sorts of cool rewards and stuff that you can get entered into if you become a patron of the channel. So yeah, if you guys do want to support the channel and become a patron of the channel, the link is in the description of this video. Right after the description of this video, you'll see become a patron of Azor Hype. And if you do help out the channel, super, super appreciative of that. But let's try to get to our goal of 130 before the end of March. That would be really awesome. All right. Pretty crazy. We've been getting, like, I think 30 new patrons a month, or at least more than 20 anyway. So thank you so much for all of the new patrons, and of course all of you that have been sticking around with me all this time. Love you guys. And even if you don't even if you can't donate, I really appreciate the support as well. There is a link to the GoFundMe as well. I'm going to show you guys real quick, just so you guys know where everything is in the description of this video. So you guys will see just down here, become a patron, boom, Patreon right over here, and then there's the GoFundMe here as well, just in the description of the video. There's online merch. We have shirts and stuff too. We have all shorts. Here, we'll open this up. We actually got our own online store for Azor Hype merch, and we have a giveaway for some Iron Coin and the Faceless Man, some Bravosi coins and stuff like that. So here's all the Azor Hype merch. We have pillows, we have mugs and stuff like that, and then you can enter the giveaway. There's 7 days left in the giveaway, so you can subscribe, and there's 10 different ways to enter for that. All right, so back to the discussion in the chat. Are we done with spoilers? What do you guys want to do? Do we want to talk more about spoilers? Do we want to go more towards the Q&A session? We want to do more Game of Thrones Season 8 predictions? Do we want to do that? We can do that, because I know some of you don't like spoilers, so we can talk a little bit more about spoilers, but I'll let you guys vote in the chat. I'm really down for whatever today, so let's come to a consensus in the chat. How about that? We'll decide. You want to talk about, Jaime's beard? We can talk a little bit about that. That's not a super spoiler, but we don't need to go to watch this for that one. But Nikolai, who plays Jaime Lannister in the show, said Jaime Lannister is going to be looking a little bit different in Game of Thrones Season 8, and he's going to have a full beard. So he's obviously going to be traveling up north to bring some of the Lannister army or some of the forces with him and try to fight in the War for Dawn. And he's going to look a little bit different in Game of Thrones season 8. So he's already a sexy man, but he's going to be even sexier with that beard. Game of Thrones season 8. Let's just have fun. All right, spoilers? No spoilers? We're just going to have fun. We're just going to roll with it. All right? All right, so we'll end with the spoilers and let's just have some fun. Let's just get Game of Thrones season 8 predictions. We'll end with the spoilers. We don't need to talk about spoilers. We'll just talk about predictions and what we think is going to happen. You guys can ask questions. Justin Rogers, I did not like them. Personally, I think they're fake, like 90% fake. I think some of the stuff is going to happen. It's pretty obvious. Like some of the stuff is obviously going to happen. But yeah. Q&A. 9 Nichols, what's going on? Do you think that the Starks will have to find out about Jaime and Brienne having ice? Yeah, I think that. I mean, Jaime is going to be going to Winterfell, right? So Jaime and Brienne both have. I mean, they know that Brienne already has Oathkeeper, right? She is already. Did she already offer it up? I can't remember, but she already has it, and she's a pretty honest person. So Jaime is channeling his inner wildling. Yeah, Nikolai likes to troll too, but it does look as if he is going to be looking a little bit different, for sure. Yeah, I don't believe. I mean, a lot of it is way too convenient, Mia. Like you could write some of these plot leaks, honestly. I mean, just go back and watch the seasons and try to predict where people's movements might go to. Like, I mean, there's only one more season left, right? Like, oh, Theon's going to try to save Yara. Like, that's pretty obvious. You know what I mean? Like, Daenerys, Jon, and all them are going to meet in Winterfell. Yeah. The Night King is going to attack them. Yeah. But like, I just, the ending that it ended with, I don't know, man. Like, I don't think some of those people are going to survive. I don't. No, we were never going to see Tysha in the show, Wonder Dog. Yeah, there's more to it, Justin. There's more to it, my friend. There's really more to it. Who do we think? I mean, like, Jaime doesn't survive, right? I mean, I give Jaime like a 5% chance of surviving. Yeah, they're not. They better not skip the Night King's reasoning. They better give us more backstory. Let's be careful with spoilers in the chat, everyone. Some people do not want to learn about this stuff, even if it's considered a plot leak. Just be careful in the chat. Be considerate, please and thank you. Hey, Vigan, nice to see you from Kosovo. Let's welcome Vigan, everyone. I hope I'm saying your name right. I apologize if I'm not. Yeah, AU, as long as he kills Cersei first, I'll be happy. But I do think it's going to be like a Romeo and Juliet scenario. I mean, it's been foreshadowed for so long that they came into the world together and they're going to go out together. So I just, you know what I mean? Q&A, Michael Palmer, wouldn't it be awesome for Jon to wield both Widow's Wail and Oathkeeper? Kind of like Arthur Dayne? Yeah. I think, you know, it's possible that he, I'm wondering if we will actually literally get Lightbringer, like one of the Valyrian steel swords will be turned into Lightbringer, and how that would happen. Because Sam has Heartsbane, Jon has Longclaw. You know, I don't think Sam's going to be the one to wield Heartsbane. You know, someone like Sandor, a bigger guy, could probably wield that. Jon is not big in stature, right? Like, that's a bastard sword, which is really interesting. Heartsbane is a bastard sword, so will Jon the bastard wield it? That's pretty interesting. We have seen him change so much. Yep, we have. I want Jaime and Brienne to be a thing. I think you do. I mean, a lot of people do. Catherine, you're making another donation? Oh, my God. I think we will get a promo this Easter, and it'll be exactly 1 year from now. I think it'd be kind of interesting if they started it in February, and the show ended right on the spring solstice, the dream of spring. I think that's something that they might do. So we might have less than a year to go. Hey, what's up, Pablo? Nice to see you. Catherine, do you want to nominate someone for the Wall of Hype? We haven't put that many people on the Wall of Hype yet. We've already had a ton of donations, so. You guys are crazy. You guys have kept the hype. The last 3 streams. So on average, the amount of donations that I used to get from you guys, super awesome. Like I'm not like, even if I get 1 donation, I'm happy. But the amount of donations that you guys have been giving has like increased times 4. You guys are nuts. You guys are way too generous to me. Way too generous. The Nana H won't matter. No big thing. Danny and John with their dragons will burn them all. Take out everyone. Yeah, okay, I could see that. Katrin is on fire. Or Catherine, yes. Catherine with the hype and love. Everybody show her some love in the chat. You like Lucifer means Lightbringer's work? Yep. We're actually going to be collaborating with him at Con of Thrones. We're going to do a podcast with him. Michael Smith says Azora hype. Longclaw is a bastard sword. Heartsbane is a great sword. Longclaw is a bastard sword. A 20 CHA. What's that? Hi, Cat. Sorry. I'm a little bit confused. I'm not really good with those anagrams. Hype and love in the chat. Yo. Hey, what's going on, Pack? Nice to see you. Hey, you Pack Mule, you're coming to Con of Thrones now, right? We're at 99 viewers. Oh, we just hit 100 and then we went back to 99. I was going to say 100 viewer hype. Yeah, we're definitely going to have LML on the channel sometime. For sure. Oh, charisma. I have 20 charisma. So do I have maxed out charisma? Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, that makes sense. How did I not know that? I used to play Skyrim and all of the like intelligence and strength and all that. How did I not know that? Wow, I'm dense. James Q&A. Do you agree with James's theory about the Thrones Room as it Dragonfire? No, I think that it's going to be Dragonfire like Harrenhal. Yeah, I think it's probably going to be the Night King. But it's possible that there's a wildfire explosion. That could happen. But I think it's more likely that Viserion or Drogon and Viserion are doing battle or something, and something like that happens, in line with what happened in Harrenhal. But like, think about this: wouldn't it be interesting if they didn't try to rebuild these things? You know what I mean? Because they're trying to break the wheel. They would. I think they were going to try to move on from some of these places. I don't know. That's just a general feeling that I have. You know. Everybody can say, "Oh, well, history is going to repeat itself again." Yeah, I mean, King's Landing could still be relevant in the end. And I mean, they are keeping the set intact after the show ends. They've got a contract for that, so I could be completely wrong, and it could mean that King's Landing is still going to be relevant in the end. But I have a feeling that I don't know. I think John's going to survive the story, and he's going to rule from the north, or there's going to be like a Knights of a Round Table type of thing, like the Gods of the Seven. 7 or 8 people that are really, really important, and they all deliver their own perspective and something unique to the discussion. Hey, the prince that wasn't promised, $5 US. Thanks, my man. So what if Nissa was a dragon? They're fire made flesh, and the riders have such a connection to their dragons. Also, dragons have been there. Yeah, you know what's really interesting? We talked about it in the Ragnarok podcast on Friday, and we talked about Nidhogg. And the idea of, R'hllor being this giant fire dragon and Nidhogg being this ice dragon, you know what I mean? The Great Others actually being, the Great Other is a dragon and the R'hllor is a dragon. That'd be kind of cool. And they're essentially gods because they're the highest up on the food chain, right? Like they have to be. I mean, what else can really deal with dragons? Hey, Sonny McLeod. I love to talk at you. I love to talk, my friend. It's the one thing I do well is talk. You're a talker, and talkers make me thirsty. Sorry, I had to do that. Yeah, hey, you predicted it. You predicted it, my friend. Q&A. Shout out. What's up, Sonny? James says, Kyle. We put Catherine, by the way, we put the prince that wasn't promised on the wall earlier. So if you want to nominate someone else, we will keep it going until we find someone to put on the wall. Dragons never look up. The prince that wasn't promised is already on the wall, Catherine. So we're trying not to put people up there twice to try to get as many people up on the wall of hype as we can. But if you got another nomination, let me know. He's on the wall of hype, Catherine. Talking makes me thirsty. We got another question. Live in My Rhapsody, who's on the wall of hype. We will see the Planetos in its entirety. Will we see the Planetos in its entirety? You could nominate Donald Trump? No, that's terrible. I don't want to put Donald Trump up there. That's a bad idea. Oh, it's okay, Catherine. We can put someone else up there. Don't say that, Kyle. I do other things good. I know. I'm just joking around. A dire step back bed. That's my buddy Matt Quinn from here in town. My northern accent is top notch. Nah, it's not that good. It's more top knot. Get it? Like you know, Thoros is top knot. I don't know. That's a really bad joke. Night King wants Gilly's child. It's possible. I mean, I don't know though. I don't think that's the only reason. Pack Mule, what does the symbol in front of your name mean? Oh, that's he's a moderator in chat. You know, we're gonna make you a moderator, Wonder Dog. How about that? Or can I even still do that? There we go. We made it. Making you part of the defense of the defense. The chat's defense. I do some pretty good accents. The Night King just wants tacos. Oh, sorry. Did I miss your donation earlier, Manny? I apologize for that, my man. Let's put Manny on the wall of hype, dude. I'm sorry about that, my friend. Sometimes I get a little hype and I forget things, but let's put Manny on the wall of hype right now. How about that? All right. Put him over here. Oh, yeah. Even got sound effects, right? Who even got sound effects? All right. Should we put someone else on the wall of hype? Is anybody? Catherine, do you have another? Catherine, do you have another nomination that we can put on the wall of hype? You got on the wall last week, Ty Cat. You got on the wall last week. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure someone else to put on there. All right, let's get back to the chat here. Sorry about that, Manny. I didn't mean to miss your donation there earlier, my friend. Rafael Costa, Azor Hive, do you think Jon Snow has to die or has to live? I think he has to live. He has something to live for. He has something. Oh, Selt for life? Okay. Here we go. Let's go back to the wall. Sorry, guys. I know I'm jumping around a little bit here, but let's put Selt for life up there. Selt for life. There we go. Another member of the wall of hype. Let's go up here. Ugh, sorry, guys. I know it's kind of crazy when I move the camera around like that, but we got to make sure we honor those of you who are getting hype in the chat and whatnot. Kelt? Oh, Kelt. Sorry, my bad. See you later, Mia. Thanks for hanging out. Tim F says, "What will John and Danny's child name be? Girl or boy?" Oof. I mean, if it's a boy, it's definitely Ned. Definitely Ned. If it's a girl, I mean, Ned and Leanna are the two most obvious choices, right? Yeah, I think it's gonna have to do with the Stark name. I think Danny's gonna be all about that. Something to do with the Stark. I mean, the Starks. What do you guys think in the chat? Like, I mean, if it's a girl, I think it's Leanna. I think if it's a guy, it's Ned or Ed. I don't know. I just. What do you guys think in the chat of John? Because they're gonna have a baby together. It's happening. I usually miss these streams and have to listen on the commute home. Well, thanks for hanging out. We really appreciate it. Jordy says Barrick's fate the same as usual. He's been killed 7 times. He's gonna be killed again. Aemon? Yeah, they're definitely gonna marry. They're definitely gonna marry. Chris says Aegon. What's up, Chris? They're definitely gonna marry because the idea of the I mean the kid wouldn't be a bastard because they're both heirs to the Iron Throne, but like Jon was a bastard, right? So them being married is going to be really, really important to Jon, I think. Jon is dead. He can't have kids. That's false. That is fake news. Jon can have kids, 100%. Jon is special, man. He's both ice and fire. He's not dead. He's reborn. Jon's not dead, man. He's reborn. Oh, it's okay, Agnieszka. I'm sorry that you're not feeling well. Let's show some love for Agnieszka in the chat. She's not feeling great. Let's make. We're gonna go on a moderator spree here. Katrin can be a moderator too. I just made like 5 new. There's gonna be a lot more wrenches in the chat. Made some new moderators. Twins. Jon has the quickening. He has a Song of Ice and Fire. Yeah. Feel better. Get well soon. What is the moderators? Just in case. I mean, we do. Everybody is really well behaved in the chat. Everybody is really well behaved in the chat. The original David Adams is actually the original moderator of the chat. He's been around since I had like 100 subs. But basically, just making sure people aren't being mean in the chat. But we haven't had any mean people in the chat for a long time. I mean, so yeah, we really haven't had any problems. I don't really know what to say. We really don't need that many moderators, but hey, why not? The prince that wasn't promised. Yes, people keep on liking the video and keep the hype train going. Yeah, we always keep the hype train going. Scroll up to Pat Stone. I will. You guys are too fast for me sometimes. If I miss a donation, I'm sorry, guys. If I miss a question, I'm not perfect. I try to see as much as I can. Pat Stone. I can't find it. Oh, Pat Stone. Q&A. Here we go. Q&A from Pat. Even though the Night King has a dragon, how far can he stray from his army before he loses control of them? That's really interesting. Like, how much power is he going to have now that the wall's been broken down, right? Because it had spells in it and whatnot. And, obviously a dragon is magic, and the dragon was part of the wall falling. Bran going through the wall, he had the mark on him. That was part of nullifying parts of the magic on the wall. We also have a donation from Chris. Thank you, my man. Really excited to see. Are you going back to Con of Thrones this year? We're going to be on some panels. I know we got to watch some panels together last time, but now I'm going to be on some panels. That's going to be really fun. But yeah, I'm really interested to see how far they take the Night King's powers, like what he's able to do. It's going to be really, really interesting. You almost need 1,000 eyes and one to see everything in the chat. Yeah, definitely. It's hard sometimes. I try my best. You know what I mean? But like, sometimes I'm reading comments or like I'm trying to say something and it's like, Marisol, do you think there will be many differences between the books and the show? I know D&D said they made season 8 based on Jorah's finale. And I think there will be some differences for sure. But I think that the ending is going to be very similar. I think this, there might be 1 or 2 changes in deaths, but the main characters, like, Jaime, Daenerys, all their endings are going to be very similar, I think. I think people saying, pardon me, I apologize for that, guys. Sorry, I didn't mean to burp. But I think that the people are saying, no, it's going to be a different ending. D&D are slaughtering Game of Thrones. Call me a ambulance. Yeah, it's going to be very similar. So I think we're going to see the same ending. You know, like what's going to happen to the democracy of Westeros. Like the same people will be in power, or like whoever's going to be king in the end, or queen, or anything like that. If they're, you know, like Arya is going to die, she's going to die in the books and the show in the same way. I think, like very similar ways. I mean, obviously, when you're reading a book, in your mind, you're perceiving it in your own way because you're reading everything from your own perspective. And when you're watching the show, you're absorbing it visually. So reading something and absorbing something visually they are different. But I think they're going to be very similar. And whether you like D&D or not, we still got to have mad props for them for even attempting to go to George and trying to do this show. And now we're going to have 76 episodes of Game of Thrones by when it's all said and done. And then we're going to get spin-offs. So anyway, I don't like the D&D bashing. I understand why some people prefer the books to the show. It's the same thing with Lord of the Rings, but like, come on, like, let's be happy that we have both. That's just the way I look at it. But if you have your opinion that you don't like D&D, that's totally fine. I just don't think they slaughtered the show. Yeah, man, they've completely changed everything. Like Game of Thrones has completely changed my life. Like it has. If it wasn't for Game of Thrones, I would have went crazy with my back injury. And all of a sudden I started doing YouTube videos. So I consider myself really lucky that I got so pulled into a story. Yes, it's George's story. When I watched I watched the full season in one night. When I watched that first season, I was like, man, this is my jam. And it just is. Game of Thrones is love. Game of Thrones is life. Yeah, Dave, the original Dave, man, in the chat. I don't understand the D&D hate. I love them. They made me love this show and these books. Would have never known if it wasn't for them. Yes, that's what I have to say about that. Let's do some more shout outs in the chat. We got some more people. We have Bubba Husky. We have Gary Neal. What's going on, my friend? We have Gruddy, the original David Adams, obviously. Scott McClay. Nice to see you back, Scott. Toby, what's going on, my friend? What's going on? There's going to be major. Yeah. And, you know, that's funny because the plot leaks, they're like, a lot of these people survive. There's going to be like 5 main characters that die in the finale, man. Like Jaime, Cersei, like a bunch of characters. Like Sandor could even die. You know what I mean? That's why I'm saying the plot leaks is like, it's like this. We are going to get a happy ending in some ways, but it's not going to feel the same as Lord of the Rings, right? So, but yeah, Game of Thrones is life, people. We're a family, you know what I'm saying? We got a year to celebrate the rest of the original series. The books, when they come out, We'll enjoy them when we can. It's just how it is. I'm not going to try to complicate things. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense to any of you, but I don't know. That's just the way I see it. And I will not deviate from my position on that. D&D ruined Tyrion storyline. Like, yeah, like I said, you have the right to your own opinion, but I mean, this is a whole series, right? Just like everybody is talking about the new Star Wars movies, for example, The Force Awakens and then The Last Jedi. Everybody's like, oh, The Last Jedi is terrible. People said the same thing about The Empire Strikes Back when it came out. You know what I'm saying? Judge those as a trilogy, right? Like Luke Skywalker, like, I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but Luke Skywalker, his hero's journey had ended. And then he was starting a new, different journey. And that's kind of what's going on with the Song of Ice and Fire. We see people go, they're completely different people from the place that they started and the place they're going to end up. And whether you like that or not, it's just how it is. It's part of the story. Yeah, I think D&D are fantastic. They're fantastic. You know what? AU Pack Meal deserves to go on the wall. Catherine says so, and he's going on the wall of hype. One of my former co-hosts, he's actually we're actually doing my 2-year anniversary on YouTube. I believe it's going to be on April 15th, and I think AU is going to come on. So we're going to put AU up there. I'm going to put AU up there with some red because he's special. AU, you're going on here in red, my man. AU, the Packmaster Pack Mule. Wall of Hype, my friend. Thanks for being such a loyal and great friend, man. AU Pack Mule is one of the nicest people in the Game of Thrones community, by the way. You guys haven't checked him out. He does streams from time to time. He has been busy with work, but I think he's going to Con of Thrones, so we should have a sit-down conversation with AU sometime at Dallas, and he will be on the channel again. Tyrion is the only Lannister. Jaime and Cersei are Targaryens. Don't start with me, Pablo. More secret Targaryens. I came in contact with Game of Thrones via the show. I appreciate yeah. So I watched the show first too, and then I got the books right away after. I was like, I need to read everything. Oh, we got a new patron of the channel. We're at 121 patrons. We're at 121 patrons, and we got another $15 to the GoFundMe. So we gotta go adjust some things, guys. Just give me a second. I think you guys are just doing this because you want to see my booty on camera. I think that's why it's happening. All right. All right. We got to go adjust this. We got to go put another 15 on. I got a math. So 15. Oh my God, I'm so bad at math. That's going to be another 15. Yeah, I'll adjust everything, guys. We got 121 patrons now. Do this. You know what's gonna be funny is all of you are gonna start becoming patrons now. You're gonna go in the comment section of the description. You guys are gonna keep on adjusting it, so I have to keep on running on this wall and adjusting it. You guys are trolls. Oh. All right, are my pants falling down? Stop staring. Got a $5 pledge. So we're up to 628, which is pretty sweet. I gotta add another 15 here. And behave yourselves in the chat. Behave yourselves. Don't do bad things in the chat. I love doing sound effects when I do this, by the way. We got to adjust this because I'll be in Dallas in 58 days, not 59. All right, let's get back to the chat. Whew. I'm telling you, wiping down that board is actually a workout, believe it or not. What's going on in the chat? I have to Bible code a Song of Ice and Fire, add some strings. So Chris Fisher is the one who just became. Yeah, I gotta add Chris on the wall of hype. I gotta add Chris and Amy. My God, guys, I'm screwing up here. One sec. Chris F. Can you guys see that? Sorry. And then Amy. Booyakasha. All right. Now, let's get back to the chat. The wall of hype is adjusted, everyone. Well, I'm winded. You know you're out of shape when you get winded from the wall of hype, right? Okay. I gotta scroll up in the chat and see what you guys are saying. Oh, thank you, Amy and Chris. Now we're at 121 patrons, and we're over our ass board. Get out of here, Claire. AU Pack Meal is super supportive. Yep. I'm not twerking yet. We're going to need a significant donation for me to twerk. I don't know. You guys got some drinks with me at Con of Thrones, though. I might want. Oh my God. Ryan said thick. You're hilarious. Fresh bread, Bible coat, Rafael Costa. I'll actually be there on Wednesday, Chris. So maybe I have my I can't math today, obviously. Maybe it's 57 days. I'll be there a couple days early. Raphael says, how do you think the maesters of the Citadel will help people in the north? I don't think they're going to help people in the north. I think that maybe the Archmaester will. Grady, I don't know if Rars is going to the con. I know that there is a bunch of other content creators that are going, like James, Dust on the Throne, Smokescreen is going, Gem is going, Next from Game of Theories is going. There's a bunch more. I'm not trying to show off my booty. Scott, I'm trying to get your question here. Scroll up. What's a better fight, Barrack versus Sandor or the Mountain versus... Oh, Mountain versus the Red Viper. My God. Kyle, do you think Old Town will burn, leading to the loss of information like Alexandria burning? In the books, yes. I think Euron will try that. In the show, I don't know. Fishcocks. Hey, thanks for putting me on the wall. No worries. Happy to do that. We're actually the Citadel of Hype Bowl. Yeah, we're going to do a rap battle. We're actually going to do a live podcast in Con of Thrones too. Thursday afternoon sometime. Yeah, we're all going to get together, Chris. Gemma's not watching this right now, but we're going to, it's her birthday on the Saturday. So it's her birthday on the 26th. So we're going to try to do something cool for that. We're going to try to get everyone together and have a little party or something. We're staying at the Hyatt. So we'll probably like organize it at one of the restaurants or the bars that are actually on site, just to make it easier for everyone. And for us to kind of just get everything organized, because it's so hard trying to get a hold of everyone on Twitter and their cell phones and stuff like that. So, hey, Raised Alba, what's going on, my friend? Yep, there's going to be another collab with Dust on the Throne. Me and Gemma are doing 2 or 3 podcasts in there. We're doing a live stream the night before. A bunch of us are actually going to go see a movie the night before, too. That's going to be sweet. We're doing a collaboration with Lucifer Means Lightbringer. Oh, my God. Who else? Phil the Issues guy is going to be hanging out with us. We're doing I'm just going to spoil it for you guys. My patrons know about this, but I'm going to spoil it for the rest of the chat. Sam Coleman, who plays young Hodor, he's going to come hang out with me, and we're going to do a thing called Pints and Predictions. He's going to have a beer with me, the guy who played young Hodor, Sam Coleman, and we're going to hang out, and we're going to do like a 15, 20-minute video, have a beer together, and do pint. He's going to give us some predictions for Game of Thrones Season 8. I'm going to ask him some questions. That's going to happen. What else is going to happen? Jeez. I'm going to interview some of the fans. Like, people like Chris will be there. I can interview AU, like anybody that's really there. I can do that. Hey, Crips, nice to see you, my friend. I want to interview some of you guys, kind of like, get a compilation video of like seeing whose predictions are similar and whose predictions are different. I want to interview a bunch of like 100. I want to interview 100 fans. I'm going to take video of all the cosplaying. There's a cosplaying competition. There's going to be live bands. There's going to be like a pub crawl. There's going to be all sorts of stuff. I got the okay to film as much as possible. I still have to okay some things with them, but yeah, it's going to be pretty sweet. So yeah, thanks, Chris. Thanks, Chris. I always have that. I have a kind of a problem enunciating S's, as you know. And Amy, thanks, Chris and Amy. Appreciate that. All right, let's get back to some questions. Q&A. Joaquin Kilpatrick says, do you think Jon will be fireproof to blue fire now that he's been resurrected? I'm not so sure. I think Daenerys is the only one that's truly fireproof. I don't think that Jon can be, people say that Jon is dead. I don't think that Jon can be manipulated by the Night King, warged, or skin change or anything like that. You live in Dallas, sweet and low? Yeah, we're gonna get everyone together. Like I said, it's Gemma's birthday on the 26th. It's that Saturday night, so we're gonna have a party for that. Hey, Crips, nice to see you, my friend. Everybody show some love to Raise the Alba in the chat as well. If you guys haven't went to check out his YouTube channel, you know what? I'm gonna search him up right now. Let's see this. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna screen cap this. We're gonna go search him up on YouTube. All right, Raise the Alba. Okay, everyone. If you guys haven't checked out Raise the Alba, he's a great guy in the community. He's got some awesome Game of Thrones videos. If you guys can go check him out and sub to his channel, let's do this. Copy this link. And yeah, go check out his channel. That's Raise the Alba's link right there in the chat, everyone. You guys can go check him out. That would be sweet. I'm going to scroll up here. Q&A, Jolly Sailor. How do you think Euron will die, with a sword on his back or get crisped by Dragonfly? I think he's going to be drowned by Theon. I think Theon is going to drown him. Four more to 100 likes. Oh, yes. We're getting, we got what? We got 96 likes and we got 97 watching. We're getting close to 100 likes and 0 dislikes. Oh, sweet. It's a good ratio. We are also 9 away from 130 patrons. That's the goal for the end of March, everyone. Let's screen cap this. Let's see how many people can sign up. Can we get to 130? That would be amazing. That would make me so happy. Patreon, guys. We're at 121 now. We're getting close. We're getting close. See? We're almost close to our goal of, well, we're almost halfway to our goal of full-time on YouTube, which is pretty sweet. Hell yeah, you guys have been awesome lately. Crazy awesome. Someone disliked it as soon as I said it, right? It's hilarious. There's my Patreon, guys, in the chat, in case some of you do want to become a patron. We're at 100 watchers now. Hell yeah. 104, 105 likes. Pretty awesome. All right, let's get back to some questions. And Ray's, you can keep on spamming it. You guys can keep on spamming Ray's channel or whatever in the chat if you want to. I think that Euron's going to be drowned by Theon. It's good to be a patron. What's that, Emilio? Sorry, I couldn't. I'm trying to catch up with everything. You guys are making the chat go so fast. Like, I need 1,000 eyes in one. I really can't keep up. What did you, Emilio? Leader of a sellsword assassination. The drowned god gets drowned. Yeah, Euron gets drowned. Cersei and Euron. Yeah, I don't know. I think that Euron, he's been a massive disappointment in the show for me. Obviously, in the books, he's way more badass. But, you know, I think that, you know, maybe he will be good in season 8. I don't know. I'm holding out hope for that. Claire Gray's in the chat. Welcome, Claire. Nice to see you. Olivia says, Kyle, is Sansa going to die? How do you think she will go? She's going to survive. She's one of the 3 characters I think are 100% safe. Tyrion, Samwell, and Sansa are 100% safe in my opinion. After that, I think it's really up for grabs who will survive the story. Those are the 3 characters that I think survive the story 100%. I think Theon's going to survive the whole story, right? I mean, wouldn't that be kind of a contradiction, you know, from George himself? So that's something that I think. I think that Theon's going to survive. Sorry, guys. My phone's been going crazy here. Trying to shut this off. So I'm not getting distracted anymore. There we go. 150 by the con would be cool. What do you mean, patrons? Merit of Abydos? I would love that. That could be a pretty cool goal. I mean, we were at 40 to start the year. Now we're at 121. So what? It's tripled. 40, 80. Yeah, we've tripled. We tripled on Patreon. Very sweet. Carrie McDonald. Hey, Kyle, what about John and Danny's baby? Ooh. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit earlier. We were talking about names. I think it's going to be Ned if it's a boy, Lyanna if it's a girl. I definitely think I don't think we're going to get a flash forward or anything, but I think they're, you know, I'd like to see them both survive. I just don't think that's going to happen. I don't know though. Yeah, Euron in the books is nutty. He's crazy. Euron is, H.P. Lovecraft. If you guys read any H.P. Lovecraft, he's right out of there, man. He's right out of there. So Rob is the best name. Rob would be a good one. Name it after his brother. The unpaid sellsword. Some of you in the chat are really focused on my booty still, huh? I might have to make a twerking video at Con of Thrones. I don't know. You guys are hilarious. I don't know though. Like I think Theon survives everything. Personally. I think Theon survives the whole story. It's a good butt. Have I read the new chapters? You mean the Winds of Winter sample chapters? Yeah, I've read them all. Twins? Yeah, that could be interesting if Jon and Dany have twins. Twipe? Yeah, that is pretty nuts, Wesley. Thank you. Oh, Merritt, you meant Patreon? Yeah. If we could get to 150 before Con of Thrones, that'd be crazy. That'd be another 30, right? How many days do we have until Con of Thrones? We have 58. We've been averaging 30 patrons a month. We're current since January. A little bit more than that. We had 1 month of 45, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, I would love. I mean, hey, more the merrier. I mean, the more support, the more I can do for you guys. You know what I mean? So yeah, hell yeah. I hope we get there. 150 is a great goal. Drowning will be so poor and peaceful way for the psycho to die. Yeah, so you want him to go less peacefully. I could see that too. I would like that. Like a way worse way. Talk about the new chapters of video. Yeah, we could do that. We can talk about the sample chapters in one of our podcasts, maybe. We did the Forsaken chapter at episode number 4 or 5 of our podcast, Wonder Dog. If you go back and check it out, the Citadel of Hype podcast. I do have a playlist for that, by the way, everyone. If you guys want to go. You guys got, 12 hours to kill or so. I don't think Theon's actually going to die, though, Eduardo. That's the thing. I think he's going to survive. I think both him and Yara both survive. I always used to say Asha, of course. But now Yara. Hey, Muse. Nice to see you. Jojo Lady Dane, agree the Trident is where Dany's dream of battling the armies of the dead with Dragonfire. Yeah, I think the Trident will be super important, obviously. The God's Eye is right near there. Harrenhal's right near there. I think that we're going to see the Isle of the Faces and the God's Eye, and I think that it would be kind of poetic if that happened, if it all ended there, kind of where Rhaegar got killed. How would the Iron Isles survive without reaving and raping? Good question, Catherine. They're going to have to figure that out, right? Raise, am I hooked on the Funko Pops yet? I haven't bought any personally, but I had 1 Scent of Torment. We have a Sauron one. We have one of Ghost. And then this is this one is awesome. This one is the one with arrows. But am I hooked? Absolutely. I love them all. I'm actually going to put some shelving up over here, and I'm going to make a little display with all the stuff you guys sent me, because you guys sent me so much cool stuff in the mail. Like we have all of the stamps and like all of the cool stamps that got sent. We got obviously this great picture of, it's called Bran's Castle. It's actually located in it's near Transylvania. But that's something sweet. You guys keep on sending me sweet stuff. Like I said, you guys are crazy generous, but I do love the Funko Pops. And Ray's, me and George were talking about going to Comic-Con New York this fall. Last year, the tickets sold out instantly. So if you know a way that I can get tickets or get updated for tickets as soon as they go on sale, I'm scooping them up for the whole weekend, because aren't they doing special Funko Pop stuff there at Comic-Con New York? Like, let me know, because if anybody knows about Comic-Con New York hookups, let me know, because I want to go to Comic-Con New York. I will bring Tripodric with me, and I will film everything down there, guys. That's the goal, guys. And, I talked about this with my patrons, but I'll talk about it with you guys too. Me and Gemma are going to start doing 1 Marvel video a week together. We're gonna do 2 next week. We're going to be doing predictions for every character in Avengers Infinity War. I want to go to more conventions. Me and George are going to Dragon Con in Atlanta in late August. We're just looking at hotel rooms and stuff now. Stan Lee was there last year. We got to interview Michael Rooker, who played Yondu in Guardians of the Galaxy last year. So I want to do more. I want to be able to show you guys all sorts of different fandoms. We actually had an interview with Lena Headey last year at Dragon Con. She ended up canceling 3 hours after we booked our flights and we booked our hotel room. So we had a massive interview last year. I hope they're going to bring someone back from Game of Thrones this year to Dragon Con. We don't know, but we're applying for press passes there. So hopefully we will get it. We want to go to Comic-Con New York, and at the end of the year, it is my plan to go on a 10-day Game of Thrones tour in Iceland and film all over Iceland, where the Children of the Forest scene went down, the mountain shaped like an arrowhead, and all of these different locations. The cave where Ygritte and Jon had sex, and all of that. So lots of stuff is happening, guys. And of course, your support on Patreon makes that kind of stuff possible. Like, last year, it was a real struggle to even just get to Con of Thrones. This year, it's a little bit easier, but yeah, you guys have been crazy lately. So, Dragon Con is in Atlanta, actually, in Atlanta. But yeah, we're applying for press passes, and we will see what we can do. But we just in case we can't, we want to get tickets, right? Because we can resell the New York Comic Con tickets, but we need to get tickets somehow, whether it's press passes or not. And we want to go do that Funko Pop event. So, and last year, Lena Headey was there too. So we had missed out on the Dragon Con interview because Lena had canceled because of filming for another movie. So, and then she was at New York Comic Con and we couldn't get tickets, and we were so pissed. We couldn't do it. But yeah, I don't care. I want to go to Iceland, guys. I have to go to Iceland. I've been dying to go there. Got to talk more about the Faceless Men. Yeah, Brandon, we actually have had a whole podcast on that, a Citadel of Hype podcast, and I have multiple videos of that as well. But yeah, we can talk more about that. There's a San Diego Comic-Con. Yep, and George lives in San Francisco, so I could fly out to Cali, and we can do that one too. But like I said, like, I'm not a rich man, and I have bills to pay and stuff too, so I have to be careful on how much money I allot from Patreon to all of these things. Obviously, I'm basically right now, you guys know, like, I got in the Mac, I'm trying to make better videos. I got this office. You guys can kind of see what I've been doing. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to reinvest all the money back into the channel, into better gear, so I can make better videos. Obviously, obviously if I can get more support on Patreon and through GoFundMe's and stuff like that. If you guys are still cool with donating and stuff like that, obviously through Super Chat and continue to support the channel. I'm down to go to more events, right? It's just that flying from Canada, where I live right now, it's so expensive, right? And I probably won't move for at least the next year until Game of Thrones Season 8 is done. But who knows? Maybe the channel will grow enough by then. Maybe we get to 50 or 60,000 subscribers and the Patreon is like, I don't know, maybe we got 200 patrons or something like that. And then we can start to go to all of these events and it won't be an issue. I can put all of that Patreon money towards going to events like this, and I can go and film it all for you guys. But logistically, I have to be really shrewd with my money because I'm not rich. I make a little bit less than minimum wage, I guess you can say. Right now, I don't like to disclose all that information, anyways, but yeah, I'm really happy, guys, regardless, that I'm even able to do this at all. I consider myself extremely lucky. You have, that's one thing I want to do too, is in the summertime, Ramin Djawadi is playing in Toronto, and I want to go see him. Google has the best prices. Yes, that's right. But I have to buy round ticket. Trust me. The thing is when I'm flying, I have to buy a ticket because I live in a small town of 65,000 people. So it would just make no sense for me to have to drive to Toronto, where the main airport is, where the better airport is. It would just be a full day of driving, and then I have to go there and carry all my gear and stuff. So I have to fly from here usually to Toronto, which is why I think, and then I always have to transfer from Toronto to another spot, right? Because my town has a small airport. So that's why my flights are so expensive, because of where I live. So it's really inconvenient. And I'm looking into the future. For right now, obviously, I just did this office, but in the future, I'm going to have to move if the channel grows. I'm going to have to be closer to things because the flights are just really, really expensive right now, unfortunately. I'm in Northern Ontario. Yeah, I'm in Northern Ontario. I am Canadian, yeah. But trust me, Ty Cat, I look for the best prices that I can. And you know, the thing is like the earlier I know that I can go to these events, the earlier I can book stuff and get deals. Like especially hotels. Like for Con of Thrones, we booked our hotel last July or something like that. Like it's like the day it got announced. So those kinds of things are obviously super important when you're planning and you're trying to go to these kinds of events, right? Dog sled, yeah, dog sled. The concert there in New York. Maybe I could come to the concert in New York and come hang with you, Rays. When is that one? I'll just get all my dire wolves. But yeah, just so you guys know, like I'm pretty transparent where all my money goes. But you know, I talk with patrons all the time, and I tell you guys where things are going. And you guys are pretty respectful of everything. But like 95% of my money goes towards back to the channel. The other 5 is for food, really. But other than that, I put it all back into the channel so we can keep on growing this and making this into a better community. And I can keep on giving back to you guys, and like going to Con of Thrones, being able to film and do stuff like that. I wouldn't be able to do that without you guys, like straight up. Like I just couldn't. So you like the Nike hat, Brandon? I got a couple more. I'm a sneakerhead. I also got some Nikes down here. I don't know if you can see them right now. I'm holding them up. Those are my Nike Tangents. What else do I have? I have my other Nikes down here. These ones kind of match my shirt. That's what I've been wearing today. I got these. I got the Adidas ADVs. These are pretty comfy for working out. What else do I got? Oh yeah, I'm a sneakerhead, guys. I got some old school Vans. I love to wear these with like a jean shirt and jeans and stuff. The Canadian tuxedo. Oh, Lycan Studios in chat. Hey, man, what's going on, my friend? If you guys haven't checked out Lycan Studios, he's been around on YouTube for a little bit, but he's a relatively new to Game of Thrones videos. What's going on, Lycan? Nice to see you, man. Yeah, I don't want to neglect the feet at conventions, and these are super duperly comfy. These ones right here, the Tangents. So I got a couple pair of fresh. I got a pretty good deal. I got 2 pair for like $80. So last time I went to the convention, last year I went to Con of Thrones. I wore these all weekend. Very bad decision. My feet were dead by the end of the weekend, and that's actually I still had my back injury then, right? So I was still pretty badly hurt when I went to Con of Thrones last year. Now I'm obviously going to the gym and I'm able to run and ride a bike and stuff now, which is so it's like now I can do way more, right? Yeah, I'm not really into basketball shoes. I'm more into runners. Just because I've had an ACL surgery and I still have the herniated disc. It still flares up sometimes, but I need super comfy sneakers. So I don't fall apart. You know what I mean? But the Vans like these bad boys. These are just straight up for looks. You know what I mean? I got these in camo too. But these are just strictly cosmetic. They look nice with jeans and stuff. And then I collect hats like this. I collect, I got some other hats and stuff I can show you guys. Herschel is a backpack company based out of BC, and they make, really nice hats too. Our Ruka, a surfing skateboarding company. I got all sorts of other toques and stuff. We got Herschel Supply Company. I got beanies and stuff like that. Blackwell, you know what I mean? All my shoes are so clean. Yeah. I spray them and wash them and stuff like that. Like some I'm saving. Some I'm saving just to look fresh, for the conventions and stuff like that. I know it's kind of whatever, but some I wear outside. Like I have like kicks that I mess up and like go running in and stuff like that. Merritt, thank you so much for the donation. You've made a donation every stream for like the past 10 streams. You're so nice. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. James Barnum, Kyle, do you think the Night King takes Winterfell? Does you think you'll find the copies of The Wind of Winter and The Dream of Spring in the Crypt of Leanna? No, I don't think so. I think it's gonna be. I think we're getting those books after the show ends. But that would be funny. Actually, my friend Maggie, who lives down the street, she's training to be a personal trainer. She has an inversion table, and I'm gonna go test that out next week. Basically, I don't know if you guys know what an inversion table is, but it's really good for circulation in your body and after you've done like muscle intensive workouts and stuff like that. But I'm gonna test it out. But apparently, it's really good for your back. But I'm feeling great, guys. This is like the healthiest I've been in like 10 years. So I got knee tendonitis. I got my ACL. I blew out my ACL completely, like really bad when I was 19. Had that surgery, and then I bartended for years and years and years. I hurt my back lifting a keg, but then I hurt it again, falling down some stairs with my dog, and I herniated the 2 discs. But this is the healthiest I've been in like 10 years. I'm feeling great. I actually just ordered a new bed because I haven't that's the next thing for me. I have problems sleeping. I'm not very good at sleeping. Like my bed is just not comfy right now. And I sleep like 4 or 5 hours a night. And like, I'll stay up like writing for videos and stuff like that. But I'm really, really tired these past couple weeks. So, as a gift, I live at home with my mom for now until my situation, obviously I'm able to produce enough content with the channel and, other things, maybe the merch and stuff like that on my own, go find out my place on my own. But she got a gift from me. She got me a new bed, a memory foam bed. So she said she was really proud of me for all the hard work I did with the channel. And she got that for me. And she let me convert this office. So I'm really thankful. She's been more than helpful, guys, that you can imagine. Like, so yeah, I'm excited because it comes in on Thursday. Oh my God. You guys don't even know how excited I am for this bed. So yeah. Do you lay down on your stomach? Yeah, and I do stretches and stuff like that. I do stretches and stuff like that from my back, right? I do specific exercises. I'm not able to like do super heavy weights or anything right now, but I've just been focusing on like cardio and stuff like that because I'm really out of shape, guys. But like, fixing my diet, I got a Ninja blender, and I do 2 shakes a day. I do almond milk. I do a banana. I do blueberries and blackberries. I put some Greek yogurt in there, and I put some pea protein powder and some hemp seeds in there. I do a fully vegan shake twice a day. I haven't had red meat for quite some time, so that's a thing. Cutting red meat out of my diet. I went for sushi yesterday, which was my cheat day. But I'm eating a lot more fish, a lot of veggies, lemon water. I'm taking glucosamine and vitamin C, just getting stuff into my body that I wasn't getting into my body before, because it takes time for all of that stuff to accumulate in your body, right? And like, when you're not sleeping, like not sleeping can basically nullify everything. And if you have a shitty diet, which is like 80% of your immune system lives in your gut. If you don't have a good diet, then you're not going to feel good, right? But my goal is to lose another 15 pounds before Con of Thrones, and I think I'll get there. I'm feeling pretty good about it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 spots on the wall of hype. We got to put some more people on the wall of hype. So what I'm going to do is, you know what? I'm going to put Eduardo Blanco on there. He's been a patron of the channel for quite some time now. We're going to put Eduardo on there. Who else are we going to put on there? That's always been hype in the chat. Let's see. I'm going to scroll up here. We're going to put Pablo, and we're going to put, who did I announce before that? Eduardo. So we're going to put Pablo and Eduardo on the wall of hype right now, guys. And then we're going to have 2 spots that are open. Oh, it's blocked. Oh, my Funko Pops are blocking everything. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to adjust this and not make it shit. Okay. Pablo and Eduardo going on the wall of hype right now. Let's do this. Pablo, mi amigo, my friend, Eduardo, you are going on the wall of hype, my friend. And we got 2 more spots. I'm going to save those for now. Maybe somebody gets extra hype in the chat. You know, maybe someone makes another donation and we get another nomination or something. But I needed to put Eduardo on there and Pablo. And like I said, we're going to rotate people. I'm going to try to get all of you on the wall of hype. We rotate people in and out. We do 2 streams a week. I take people off. Some people are on there for 4 or 5 days to get on the wall of hype. Some people are on there for a week. And then, you know, I rotate them in and out. And we get new people on the wall of hype as much as we can. All right. You're very welcome. Merritt was on the wall of hype earlier too. Like I said, like I'll put somebody on for 4 or 5 days, you know, they may, and then we'll, you know, people, and you know what's really cool too, is you guys are the ones that are like, take my name off and put someone else off. And that's the kind of thing I love from you guys. Like, you know what I mean? The selflessness, the giving, like, even though you're making it, like you're nominating someone or you're like, no, I don't need to be on the wall of hype. I wanted to make a donation, you know what I mean? And like, that's what I love about you guys. And, you know, you guys are so positive, and I know I'm really positive all the time. So like, you know, you guys are kind of a reflection of me, but I just love it, guys. You know, like we don't have any problems in the chat at all anymore, which is awesome. And you know, I'm having an absolute blast with you guys. Obviously, talking about just like even today, we talked about Game of Thrones season 8 for like 60% of the chat. And we chatted about life, and you know, we're all getting along and hanging out and just like talking about life and like Marvel. We're talking about all sorts of other things. And I feel like now we're kind of at the point where we got this like core group of people on the channel, the Hype and Love family, I like to say. And we're just growing and spreading. And then other people are telling other people like, hey, we're having fun here. And we're showing them how it's done properly, right? Positive attitude. We're getting along with each other. We're having a blast. We're not fighting in the chat. You know, people have different opinions. You know, we're super generous. We're loving, all of that. So kudos to you guys, man. And like I said, like I get inspiration from that. Like I'm already pretty hyped, right? I talk a lot. That's gonna happen. We know I'm a Gabbysaurus Rex. I call Gemma a Gabbysaurus Rex all the time. But hell yeah. Sonny McLeod is on the wall. 1 second, I'll show you. I'm just gonna name everyone that's on the wall right now. See, Sonny McLeod is on the wall over here. You can't see it because of the glare. Sonny's on the wall over here. So where the glare is, there's Travis Preston, there's Catherine, there's Lynn, there's Desert, there's Sunny, there's Carol, there's Livia, Jolly Sailor Bold. We have the Prince That Wasn't Promised. We have Kelt for Life. We have Amy, True. We have Wesley, Mons. We have Pablo, Katrin, Nancy Talkstein, Leanna, Stark, Living My Rhapsody, and Angel or Angel, Ty Cat, AU Pack Mule, Catherine, Mr. Palmer. We have PJ, Eduardo, Wonder Dog, Chris F, and Manny. So we have quite a few people on the wall of hype. And like I said, it changes all the time, everyone. Like I change it before every stream I go on. I wipe out a few people off that have been on there for a week or 2 weeks, and then we put new people on. So yeah, thanks and we got a donation from Chris. Because Sonny McLeod made a comment and she said, I don't have anything to donate, but you know, I love staying high. And I said, you know what? It doesn't matter if you can't donate. If you represent a positive attitude and you ask amazing questions and you're having a good time and you're getting along with everyone in chat, you get on the wall of hype. It's not just about donations, people. Like I said, I put Pablo on there. You know what I mean? I just put Pablo on there. Eduardo's a patron of mine, but he didn't make a donation today. You know what I'm saying? It's not all about that. Mama a hype? Yeah. That's your name, Michael, Mr. Palmer. I put you as Mr. Palmer because I'm trolling you, but because you're old. But you know, two. I can't do the too old. Marin Trant too old, but Michael, you're old. My mom needs a shout out. Yeah, I shouted her earlier. She's actually my mom. So my mom ended up marrying my father, and they got divorced, but. She ended up actually back with one of her high school sweethearts, someone that she had a crush on. And my mom met this guy, and they both had a crush on each other in high school, and they both ended up getting divorced, and they're together. So they go fishing together, and they have a trailer together. And Randy, my mom's boyfriend, he has a daughter who has 2 kids, and she's like, I don't have kids. I'm a single child, so she's a grandma with Hunter and those kids over there, and she used to make professional birthday cakes and stuff like that. So she was making his birthday cake this morning, and she goes every Sunday. She goes out there and they cook dinner. And they're like an hour and a half out of town or an hour out of town. It's like a little cottage. They live out of the city in the boonies. And she goes out there and they cook dinner together and they go 4-wheeling and fishing and all that kind of stuff. My mom loves that. So, and then I get to host it myself on Sundays, and I kind of just hang out with you guys. We do the stream. I'm allowed to be loud and yell because I try to be respectful when my mom is here. You know what I mean? Thursdays during the day, I'm allowed to stream. She's not here, so I'm not interrupting when she's home and stuff like that. And then Sundays, I'm able to do this as well because the house is to myself, and I like watch movies, or I'm writing, or I'm listening to music, playing guitar, or whatever. I have a friend over, I'm cooking dinner, stuff like that. The mom that was promised. Yeah, she's the mom that was promised. How do I think Viserion will be killed? I think he's going to be killed by Drogon, and he's going to have his face melted off like Viserys was killed. So it's going to be like Drogon's going to like melt his face, kind of like Viserys got melted with the crown of gold. My mom's name starts with the K, but I'm not going to disclose all that information on here. My name starts with the K, and her name starts with the K. But you know what's funny? I'm going to show you guys something. Ah, crap. So you guys know the wall of hype? They actually sent me a second one by accident, and for me to send it back, it would just cost like they would lose money on it. So I have a second wall of hype, and I have a wall of hype here. Eventually, when the Con of Thrones fun is done, I want to make that whole board a Patreon board. And I don't know. Some of you are saying that I should put a second wall of hype up. I don't know if I want to do that, but it's a possibility. You know what? I'll tell you what. What's a good goal? If we get to 200 patrons, I will put up another wall of hype in this office. How about that? If we get to 200 patrons, I will put up another wall of hype just for super chat and donations and stuff like that. We can do like, I don't know, we can do like quotes of the day and stuff like that. We can put up maybe another wall of hype, but that was a lot of work. It took me like a full day to do that. So. But after the Con of Thrones, like look at, so right now we have our Con of Thrones goals, right? We have Con of Thrones and Patreon up there, right? We're more than halfway over our Con of Thrones goal. After we're done for Con of Thrones, I'm going to take the Con of Thrones side away, and we're just going to make a huge Patreon and super chat board. But I wanted to honor everyone that was obviously helping me get to Con of Thrones, right? I want, they're obviously I thank them personally through emails. But, I wanted to make sure that they're noticed as well, because if we're going to be giving shout outs to patrons, people that donate through Super Chat to the GoFundMe or through the GoFundMe, Super Chat or the GoFundMe, I want to make sure they are honored as well. So, yeah. But if we get to 200 patrons, I will do another wall of hype up in here. How about that? Or maybe, I don't know, or maybe we can get someone to draw a Sandor mural on it or something. I don't know. But that's an idea that I have. If we get to 200 patrons, I think we could maybe do another wall of hype. Mom definitely needs to be on the wall. All right, let's do it. We're putting my mom on the wall. Mama a hype. Let's do it. There she is. She's up there. She's got her own spot. Ugh. I think we got another donation from Crips that I haven't read out yet. Let me try to get back up there. Mom with Big Red. You guys are checking out my booty the whole time. No, my back is fine. My back is fine. Like I can do, you know what I could do on the other wall of hype. Like we could just keep like once the Con of Thrones is down. Like I'm hoping that we'll reach the goal of 2,500 Canadian. Hopefully we will see, uh, for the GoFundMe. But maybe if we can get that's a great idea. Actually, I can do another wall of hype behind me, and I can have like my schedule, and you guys can kind of see like what upcoming videos we do and stuff like that. I don't know. What do you think? Hey, Pete. It's all good, man. We aren't discussing spoilers anymore, my man. You can stick around. The stream is almost over. We're gonna go for another 10 minutes. Actually, we're just talking about The Office. Actually, there's no spoilers right now, Pete. You can stick around. But yeah, what do you guys think? Okay, how about this? Since you guys are so amazing with me all the time, and your support has been amazing, what do you think I should do with the rest of The Office? Because I can keep those banners up, or I can put another wall of hype up. You guys want me to put another wall of hype up? I can. So what do you think? Do I put another wall of hype up and shout more people out like we do a Patreon one and we just do a super chat one? Or do I put another wall of hype up and we do like a schedule or something like that, or like upcoming videos? Livia, you know what? I'm going to take your name down and I'm going to put Pete up. How about that? We got my mom on there. We got my mom on the wall of hype, but Pete, who just joined us in the chat, has been a long-time supporter of the channel. We're going to put him up there as well. Thanks, Crips. Really appreciate that as well, your donation, my friend. We're going to put Pete on the wall of hype. You guys, can we see for Pete up here? Here, I got to turn it more. It's kind of glary on the one side. I'm trying to get some lights to fix that, everyone, by the way. Pete, my man. See you at Con of Thrones, dude. You are now on the wall of hype, my friend. You are now on the wall of hype. Who else do we got to get up there? And Livia, you said you want to get taken down? Nah, you're staying up there, Prince that wasn't promised. Nicola, let's put Nicola on the wall. How about that? Let's put Nicola on there, and let's put Herb on there. We're going to put Nicola and Herb on here. Put Nicola. How do I spell Nicola? I just want to make sure I'm not screwing it up. Nicola and Herb. You are now on the wall of hype, my friends. Keeps on getting bigger. Like we, you know. Yeah. Well, I do have more room over here, right? I do have the back wall that I could take the banners down, and I could put the banners over here. And I could put the second wall of height back there on that wall. I would have to measure it. Actually, it's just the perfect size. It's 4x6. So I'd be able to fit the other one up there. Well, what do we, before we end the stream, everyone, and thank you for that donation, Livia. We did put Mama a hype up there. She is on the wall of hype, by the way. You like the idea of a schedule? Let's take a vote in chat. What do you guys think? Should we do a schedule? Should I put, you guys want me to put another wall of hype up? You really do? Is that a consensus among everyone? Idea of a schedule? So everybody wants another wall of hype. Oh my God. It is so hard to put up two walls. All right, we're going to put up a second wall of hype then. Schedules are cool. Okay. No, keep it special. Just the one. Just appreciate the content. Okay, okay. I mean, I'm lucky that I got a backup one in case that one gets screwed up, right? Hey, Marta. Nice to see you. The wall is supposed to be huge. So I got a second wall. So this could be the wall and that could be the 5 forts. It's pretty interesting. Multiple walls of hype. It's sticky. It doesn't like, we use it at the con. No, It wouldn't work for what you're thinking of, Tycat. I would have to get a banner. I'm actually we do got a Visceral Hype banner for our, if we get approved for a table. We don't know if we've been approved for the table or not yet. But oh my God, have we been going for 2 hours? Jeez, we've been hours today, guys. This has been super fun. There's been a ton of donations. Rebecca, thank you so much. You know, let's get Rebecca up there too. Let's do Rebecca. Is Rebecca already on here? I'm not sure. We're putting Rebecca up. How about that? It's harder than you think. Like, guys, I wouldn't be able to get autographs on it. Can we see? Is it getting blocked? Putting you up, Rebecca. It's on the shiny side. I apologize, but shh. Rebecca, you are now on the wall of hype. Yeah. All right, everyone. So I want to thank everyone for coming out today. Really, and thanks, Mon. I really appreciate that. And before we go today, I want to do a little something. It's a shameless plug, but I just want to show you guys something real quick before we go. If you guys could take a moment to check out some of the links in the description of this video, we have the link to my Patreon page and the GoFundMe. If you guys do want to help support the channel, that'd be absolutely amazing. Of course, we are at 100. Are we at 120? I think we were at 121. Maybe. Did we lose a patron today? It's possible that we did. But we're now getting pretty close to 130 patrons. So if we do get to 130, that would be absolutely fantastic. I do have a goal of getting to 130 by the end of March. Really easy to sign up. You guys can see become a patron up here. You can pledge $1, or you can pledge $2, or you can pledge $3, and there's all sorts of rewards for each. Sir Davos fermented crab, yeah. But there's all sorts of special stuff that I put up here on Patreon that's specific for Patreon, and then we have the GoFundMe, which obviously helps with my flights to Con of Thrones and the hotel and all that. And we're getting pretty close to the goal of 2,500 there. But even if you can't donate, I really appreciate all the support, everyone. The links will be in the description of this video if you do want to support the channel. Yeah, I got a lot of emails, man. Honestly, there's a lot of spam. But yeah, some of you are already patrons, so thank you so much for those of you who have already supported the channel, and everybody who have become new members of the channel. Really appreciate that. Everyone that donated today, really appreciate that. All of your questions, absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, guys. I had a blast hanging out with you today. So yeah, tomorrow we're going to do another video. I'm not going to tell you what it's about. I will be back tomorrow. Really appreciate that. Sorry that we didn't have the special guest today, but we all got to hang out together for 2 hours regardless, and we got to have more of relax chill podcast, relax chill live stream, which was pretty fun. And like I said, thanks everyone for joining me. If you do want to follow me on Twitter, it's in the description of this video. Message me on Facebook. You have a theory or a video that you would like me to cover, let me know. And like I said, if you do want to support the channel, link to the Patreon and the GoFundMe is in the description of this video. Thanks again, everyone. 119 likes on this video. Absolutely amazing. Thank you for all the hype and love today. Hype and love, everyone.